Hey everybody! So we're back with another life stories.
This week we're going to talk about life in the city. What have we experienced going around our city? And we want to give you some of the crazy stories that we have.
Yes, people, they can do some crazy things, and we want to tell you a few things that happened to us. So, wake up, guys.
It's time for a new video. So, we were just driving. We stopped at a gas station.
It was a gas station. So we were sitting in there filling up on gas, right? We were sitting in the car, and right as we were about to drive off, like we already filled up, we're like, okay, let's go. This guy comes up to our car. He like rushes over to us before we're about to leave.
And he's holding this bucket. Like you might see some of those buckets they keep near the gas station that's supposed to have some sudsy stuff. He has this bucket and it has this undescribed murky liquid inside.
Like, let's just say it was a little darkish yellow. That might remind you of something we were thinking.
You never know. Who knows what it could have been? But he just comes up to us, comes up saying, just waving around his squeegee. He has his own squeegee here.
Dirty looking squeegee.
And he's just waving around. We're like, no, we do not.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
We don't want that.
And he's like, I can wash your windows. I can wash your windows, right?
We don't want.
We're like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you.
Our window wasn't even dirty, so we're fine. We don't need a squeegee.
So he decides to jump on the car, jumps on the hood of the car, and starts trying to squeegee our windows for us. And we're like,
no. Now we're screaming. We're like, stop! Get off the car! Get off the car! And he just has this lip that looks like if you stuck your lip in a bottle. And held it there for days, what it'll look like if you took it out
was like that.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm squeezing your window. There, and we're like, no, stop.
No, thank you.
I believe we turned the windshield wipers on. Nothing would stop this guy.
And when we drove off, our window was actually dirtier than it was before.
So we call that guy Squeegee Man. That's his trademark.
That's his name, Squeegee Man.
Our next story, we're going a lot of these happen at gas stations.
That's quite true.
So I guess the moral of this is don't go to gas stations. But anyway,
we were actually this place had a chicken place in it.
Yes.
But this time I think we were going to get something to eat.
Something like that.
It was a chain chicken place. At the front we were driving off, but we were sitting in the parking lot waiting for our dad to get the food. And this woman is sitting at the front of walking back and forth at the front of the store. And we just are watching her. She's just walking back and forth, and we're like, what's she doing, right?
And then she finds this random broom that's left at the front of the gas station store.
The broom, it's like, those dustpan. It's like a broom and a dustpan set.
Both set, things like that.
But the dustpan was kind of broken, kind of hanging off loose.
And then she takes it. She's like, oh, look at this. And then out of nowhere, she just starts sprinting back and forth. Down the
sidewalk in front of the store.
In her flip-flops, just sprinting and then sliding across the concrete.
Yes, with the broom, like trying to... What's that game?
What's that sport in the Olympics? Where you like sweep the ground or something?
Where you sweep the ground. It looked like that's what she was trying to do with that broom and that broken dustpan.
She was just running and then sweeping the ground as she ran across back and forth.
And we're watching her. And then after a while, she did this like a few times. She gets upset. She's like, man, this thing is broken.
Like, what do you mean? You could see it was broken sitting there. Then she gets all upset and chunks it down, upset at this broom and dustpan.
Yes, chunks it down. It's like, ugh. And then walks away.
Just remember, if you're ever going to do Olympic sports, you have to have the right materials.
Yes.
And
if you're doing Olympic sports out in public in front of a gas station, get the right materials.
Get a good new broom and dustpan. Equipment. Get the right amount of equipment. Get a new broom and dustpan. Next story, we're moving on. Our last story of today, because our time is almost up. We're going to talk about we were driving this time.
Yes. So this time we're driving. We were going to our grandparents. Anyway, we're on the street of a highway. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a highway or a bridge.
It was probably a bridge over
like
a railroad.
The train goes underneath and it goes up.
So it was a bridge. Anyway, it was on a bridge. So we're driving on this bridge, and on the way down, this was a pretty steep bridge, but on the way down, traffic stops.
We're like, what's happening?
What's happening? We look up in front of us, and the guy just stopped in the middle of the street on the way down and just stops all traffic. And then we see, what is he doing? Stop there. We see that there's this man on the side of the road asking for a ride, I guess, down the street. And so the guy in the car who stopped traffic is like, come on over. He doesn't let the guy sit in the car.
No, he isn't in the car. The guy sits on the hood of the car. Sits there and rides down the street, down the rest of the bridge, on the hood. This is really dangerous because it's like 40 miles an hour.
Yes.
It's not a slow street.
No, but he has to go a little bit slower, even though...
Because he has this guy.
But still not slow enough, still dangerous. And we're just watching him. We're driving behind this guy like, what is he doing?
Still sitting there. It was a while. It wasn't like just right around the corner. It was a while driving down that street.
And then the guy gets off the hood and runs down to, you guessed it, a gas station.
It always ends at a gas station for somehow. But anyway, that's our life stories for today. We hope you enjoyed them.
Have a good day, everyone. Subscribe, like.
Share this with your friends. Leave us a comment on what you thought was good in the story or any funny stories that you have. Let us know.
Bye.
Peace.